You are now listening to the LOWBAT podcast,
a weekly show highlighting members of our local creative community and featuring topical conversations with members of the LOWBAT production team. We're your hosts, Casey House
and Fabian Castaneda. Through our own experiences as musicians, visual artists, and business owners, we saw an opportunity to provide a platform for people just like us to deep dive into what it's like to pursue a lifestyle outside of the norm.
Without further ado, welcome to the LOWBAT podcast.
Hello. I can't hear myself very well, so I hope I'm unmuted. There we go. Now I can hear myself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the LOWBAT podcast. Today we are joined by the owner of the herbal bar, and shop Growf, Miss Janay. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I have infinite questions about this.
I love it.
So I'll preface everything with I'm like new to the world of any sort of like herbs and smoking anything, like any of that stuff. So most of my questions are probably going to come across super uneducated.
It's okay.
I'm just letting you know, Tyler knows a lot more. So hopefully he'll be able to make me sound less stupid.
Oh, no, not that.
But what I'm initially curious about is what was the start of you learning about this world? What was your introduction? Was it a friend? Was it something family driven? Like what got you started?
Just for the herbs in general, or just to get so for the herbs specifically, I've always been into smoking cannabis and stuff like that. So one day I was actually at a party, and when I was smoking, I had like a lavender kind of taste. So I asked what kind of strand it was, and this girl was like, "It's not a strand. I actually have lavender in there with the cannabis." So that night I actually went into like researching and stuff. Like I didn't know that you could actually smoke just regular herbs like chamomile or rose petals, and it could still have a really good benefit for your body, whether that's like relaxation, aphrodisiac, something that helps with like the mind, or just a detox. So that's how I got into the actual herb part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, because like you saying that, now I know. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
So you were at, how long ago was this?
That was roughly a year and a half ago.
Really?
Quickly?
Yeah.
Wow.
Growf just started, and we literally just hit our year mark September 1st.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It based on what I saw on your website, the video that you have, like showing off the shop.
Yeah.
I would have assumed that was like that. Like you guys have been doing it. That shop was so. I love the style of it.
Thank
it's
you.
super like industrial. And like I don't know, just look like a cool place to hang out.
I won't lie, the first time I saw it, I thought it was just like a really cute like plant store. And I was like, oh, this is adorable.
Yeah. But it's just way more than that. It's definitely way more than that. We just opened the shop on April 3rd, too. So,
Okay.
Yeah, from September 1st to December, it was just me and one other person doing the rolling papers, because that's the anchor of Growth. Like, that's how we got started. And then after we went viral on TikTok and on Twitter in January, that's when I hired the first 10 people. So it literally just started from going viral, and it went very crazy.
So, one,
Yeah.
congratulations on doing the impossible and going viral for something really cool.
Thank
I feel like it's either being like knocked out
Yeah.
and like everyone laughing at you, or like I don't know, just something really embarrassing. So, congratulations on striking it rich.
Thank you.
Something really dope.
And utilizing it properly. Like a lot of people have like their viral moment, whatever it may be, and they're like, I don't know what to do. You're like, you already have this business, so it's like, all right, let's utilize this and like build something off of it.
Yes, sir.
What was it that went viral?
It was just a little quick video of me showing the rolling papers. I was saying how regular rolling papers burn way too fast. So
They do.
I burned it, and it was gone in like literally a second.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, well, let me show you mine. And I burned it, and it was literally burning for a whole 30 seconds. And then I had ripped it, and then I showed people. I was like, and I ate it because they're edible, because they're made out of real fruit. And then that's what took it right there. Everybody's like, did she just put that shit in her mouth? What the fuck? Everybody's like, I'm going to be eating the blunts now. I can smoke in the car. I was like, please don't eat your roach. That's disgusting. It's going to taste like burnt wheat. No, don't do that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like I
guess
should
so.
also preface another thing of I already everybody here knows, but to the people listening, I have really bad allergies right now, so I'm gonna be coughing a little bit. That's just deal with it. Sorry, we're not gonna cut all those out.
The earth hates Casey, and it's all your fault.
Dude,
I don't know what you did.
It's been miserable the past couple of days. It's just constant coughing, but the show goes on.
Yes.
I have a question about the papers though.
Yeah.
Is that like, so before we started, we talked about like, you know, what we eat for dinner, just sort of like sound check.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just always been a thing with you? Like, would you have made it out of like anything?
What do you mean?
So like,
anything?
okay, let me take a step back. Were you always into like astronomy?
Think it through.
Yeah, yes.
You'll
thank
get
you.
there.
I'll get there. Were you always into like astronomy, like food science? Like, has cooking always been like a passion? Did you always like, did you expect like to go into like the food industry initially or something like that?
I didn't expect it, but I started cooking at 7 because I remember one time I was super hungry and my dad wouldn't get up, and I was like, I'm gonna just cook. And my dad came downstairs knowing it was just me and him in the house. So he was like, "Are you cooking?" I was like, "I cooked. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done."
You're sitting there like reaching
7.
at
Yes.
the stove, like,
yes.
I'm cooking up here, like,
yep.
yeah.
I made
That's awesome.
4 eggs and 3 pieces of bacon. That bacon was crisp, but it was still good.
Whoa.
But yeah, I didn't really know that I was going to be in the food industry necessarily. That didn't really come until maybe senior year of high school. Like, I've always loved food, and then from there I was like, okay, I want to do something with it, whether that's a food truck or a restaurant and things like that, because that's actually what I was supposed to be opening in 2020. That wasn't even, like, Growf wasn't even a thought, but then COVID happened, and that literally shifted all of my plans. But I like to eat, so yeah, I love food.
To look at like referring to it as being in the food industry, because I feel like it's not what you say. Food industry, it's not what you would initially expect.
Oh no.
But I mean, it is. You're utilizing food and plants and all these things. So, and people are consuming them. It definitely falls under that category to an extent.
Yeah.
So you had these plans. You were like, all right, I'm gonna do something with food or whatever it may be. I'm curious about the building of I mean, like the capital, like the business side of it.
Yeah.
So you're like, I need X amount of dollars. I need a game plan. I need people involved. What was how did you get that ball rolling?
Yeah, so I got really lucky. Social media is definitely a blessing for me. So obviously I had a part-time job. Like, I think it was at Amazon at the time. So I had some pocket change. When I first came up with the idea to do the rolling papers, that was like, for pineapples cost like $2 a piece. So that was really nothing. All I had to do was get some equipment. So in total, to literally start it took me like less than $200.
Wow.
That was like not even including like the business license or anything. Like, this is like the initial brainchild, if you will. And when I started it, I just started handing it to friends and family, like, hey, y'all smoke, can you try these papers out? Give me some feedback. It took me about 2 weeks to get like the recipe like down packed to the point where I was comfortable with it. Went on Facebook. I was like, hey, y'all, after I graduate, I think I want to do this. This is pretty cool. It would be cool if y'all could support me when I launch. That Facebook post, I woke up the next day, it had like over 3,000 shares,
Wow.
24,000 likes. And
Whoa, okay.
I did put a website up, but I didn't expect nobody. It was like order after order after order after order. I was making $1,000 a day the entire month of September, and that was literally the first month.
And it's just
so
you.
that helped. Yeah, that was just me.
Were you able to keep up with the demand?
Yep. People didn't like.
By
It was taking me a few days. Well, my brother lived with me at the time, so every now and then, when he had a free hand, he was like, all right, I guess I'll cut some papers. I was like, oh my goodness.
Without
but yeah.
giving out the secrets, if you said roll paper or like make a paper that's used for rolling, I wouldn't even know where to begin. How do you, especially you're utilizing, I guess at this point, pineapple.
Yeah.
You're utilizing
Fruits, yeah.
How did you figure out like the science behind turning it into that product?
I wish I could say, but it's patent pending.
Okay.
It's a 3-step process,
shit.
though, and at the end, we cut the papers by hand.
Fair enough.
Yep.
There it is.
So everything is
shout out
literally
Protect.
handmade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. And
Okay.
all out of your house at the time.
At that time, it was out of me and my brother's place, and then I got married for a week, and then it was at that house, and then and now we at the shop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, one, shout outs to you for being not only I think the first like guest we have that like owns a brick and mortar store, but the first one to have like a patent. Like that's
Well,
so
it's
fucking
pending.
cool.
It's pending.
Nah, you have
I
a
mean,
patent.
that's-
I don't
that's-
care.
Yeah,
You have a patent.
everybody on Shark Tank says patent pending. Nobody ever says, yeah, I got a patent.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing, more or less.
Because they can return it and be like, you fucked up on this part. Decline.
Mm-hmm.
I always just be like,
Is that just like a form you have to fill out?
it's a huge ass one. You have to be very specific. It's very difficult. It's very difficult.
How long did it take you to do?
Like a week.
Fuck.
Just filling out all the information.
It was too much. So, and it takes 1.5 years to get like approved or rejected, and you got to wait patiently.
So if you have a patent pending, does that protect you from other people who create similar items?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's more or less like a temporary patent. And then if it ends up being rejected, other people's patents then have a chance. Are other people able to submit a patent during the time that yours is pending?
Not sure. That's a great question.
Okay. I'm curious about how that side of it would work. Like if people can have a similar idea and then it's almost like they're next in line.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Why would y'all do that?
Yeah, we already got something.
It's
great
okay.
here.
But my thing is, even if we inspire people to try to make their own rolling papers out of fruit and vegetables and stuff like that, I know that we were one of the first, if not the first, because there is like another brand. I think they make like rolling cones out of goji berries, but that's it. They don't utilize like pineapple, strawberries, cucumber, spinach. Like we do it almost all. So kudos to you if you're inspired. But they're not going to do it like Growf, so I'm not even worried. I'm really not, because we have a whole 10, 20-year plan. It's not just this one brick and mortar. There is a shit ton. I can cut.
Oh, yeah. Please.
A shit
Say what you gotta
ton
say.
of stuff. You know, we have planned a lot. So I'm not worried at all.
So you've got the capital built itself at that point, and you're like, all right, I actually have I'm doing something. I got money. I got a chance to move forward. What was the next step in your mind? Was it straight to the shop, or was there other stuff you were looking to do?
Oh, well, that money, obviously. Well, it takes like 3 to 5 years for a business to really be profitable. So I was literally just flipping that and like, okay, well, I'm working on my packaging design. I got to have business cards. So it was coming in, but it was going out at the same time. The real capital came when we went viral in January, made $25,000 in one day, made $10,000 the next, made $12,000.
And that was off of orders?
Just all orders from going viral. So that helped me put the down payment down, hire a team, get more of the legal paperwork and stuff done. All that was from all those orders. So
It's
so
cool.
fast.
Yeah.
Who are you
so
telling?
sick.
Oh, mind blown.
I mean, like I think it's really cool though, the fact that you basically went from having like this basic interest in something to I'm gonna learn how to perfect this idea, and it was something that nobody else had thought of and everybody wanted. Like you hit the gold mine perfectly, and that's really, really like rare.
Yeah.
And so you get the shop, you start hiring on people. How many people did you initially hire?
10.
Okay, so you plus 10 people. Were you hiring just like associates? Did you hire other, I guess, executive level people? What were you looking for?
So when I first started, like I said, it was originally me and one other person. Before I actually like started getting all those orders, I met somebody at a previous job, and so she's literally been with me since the previous job to now, and now she's my COO and my manager, like top manager at the shop. So she runs it whenever I'm not there. Initially, when like we started blowing up, I was literally just like, me and her were looking at each other like 1,000 orders. How the fuck we gonna do this? We was looking at each other, and we tried to do as many as we could that night. And I was like, how many did we do? She was like, 38. I was like, oh no, no, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And people are very impatient. Like, you go 3 days without it, you should have seen the emails coming through. I ordered like 24 hours ago, and I don't understand why it's not here yet.
I need to speak to your man. I need to speak to HR.
Exactly.
Whoa, relax.
But a lot of people were like, do you guys need help? And the first 10 people that said that, I was like, yeah, come. This is the address right now. I got food and weed. Please, come. They're like, shit.
They were like, yeah,
that was
I
it.
feel like that should be the standard,
that was
like... That should be like your standard, like you know, you get your regular salary, you get benefits. I feel like you should definitely be like added to that.
It is.
I feel like that would just
it'd be easier, less stressful.
Absolutely. I mean, like the people that they all have the like interest.
Oh yeah,
they're not going to be working there and not have any interest in like
exactly.
Like so, of course they went there. Like it's like working at a restaurant. Like every restaurant that I've worked at, none of them had like actually something in place to feed people.
Right.
And it was the worst. It's like I'm working here around food, getting paid nothing to work here. Just feed me one meal and I will not complain.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would still get fed sometimes, but it was pretty rare.
I understand.
So like that's such a good business practice. Everybody else out there needs to learn from that. Feed your employees and give them like discounts or just free product.
Yeah.
Like it's worth it.
I think they get 50% off at the shop. So whenever they shop, just half off of everything. So
people do not look at company morale as something as important as it really is.
It very
like, employee
very
morale matters so much.
Extremely. And we do a lot of things. Like my thing is with previous jobs, I knew that I hated working for other people because of that. Like I didn't feel like I was appreciated at work. I didn't feel like I was needed at work. It was just too much. So I really like building that like family environment at work. So we literally all hang out with each other outside of work. Every other month we have like team bonding experience. So we already went camping together, and then this literally past weekend we had a lock-in at the store.
Whoa.
So we put all the curtains and stuff down, bought some food, got some gas, played Mario Kart, played like hide and go seek. It was great.
This sounds like the most fun like
It really
Saturday night
is.
ever.
It was great.
That's amazing.
Also, I feel like every like corporate like team building thing I've ever had to do was the most awkward and just uncomfortable experience I had.
Oh, yeah.
I had to do for like 4 hours.
Pass the ball around, tell us 3 interesting facts about like those things. It's like, I don't know, 3 interesting facts about myself. That's weird.
Like, I would rather jump out of this window right now.
Right.
Dude.
Yeah.
Please stop.
When I had to go through that with my job, they had a system in place. It's like a big corporate job. They had a system in place where during the training process we would sit with different level management or supervisors or whatever, like so everybody would get to know us, I guess. And every time they would say the same thing about like give us like 3 interesting facts or whatever, and they would always say, don't say anything you've already said because your team has already heard those. And I was like, by the end, it was like I had to come up with like 36 facts about myself or something ridiculous.
Interesting.
And it was like, I don't know anymore. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that interesting of a person. And it was so awkward and forced. And so like the whole startup vibe, I'm getting like a very like startup vibe, but like the best version of it.
It was really good. We literally all are on the same wavelength, and I don't know how I chose. Well, the people that came to me chose me, but it was really meant to be because we're all literally, like I said, on the same like mind thing. I could be thinking one thing, and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I already did that." I'm like, see, that's why I love you. I don't even need to be in the store, so it's really fun.
So those ideas with the like lock-in and all that stuff, that culture, that was something that you thought of?
Yeah, I have to have it. You have to have it. I remember in school, I don't remember which class it was, but we were watching like company environments. I remember it for Google, like people were riding around on scooters and they had like a little cafe and stuff in there. I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
I want a scooter or cafe or something. So yeah.
Ethan.
Lime, sponsored by Growf.
I love it.
Ethan told me that his job, without saying any more information about it, does allow him to, there's multiple buildings, and there's like little scooters, and he's like FaceTime me while on a scooter, and I was like, oh, that's so sick. I'm so jealous. I gotta just walk everywhere. The parking lot, like quarter of a mile walk to my car, and it's like, yep, walk it.
Wow.
Figure it out. Man.
I don't like that.
So, all right. You hire on all these extra people. I've noticed on your website that you guys have a lot of events too.
Yes.
How did that start? Whose idea was it? And how did you actually start like formulating that?
It was mine.
Yeah, I imagine at this point every idea is.
It's a way to get people into the store. Not just marketing for the store, like, hey, come shop with us, like, hey, come shop with us, but also understand who we are and what we do and meet the people outside of our like normal work hours. So like tonight it's YU Play-Doh. So it's like a nostalgic night. You get to come in, smoke, and play with some Play-Doh, take your sculpture home.
Really?
Some music, yeah.
That's awesome.
And tomorrow is gonna be ladies' night, and then next week is
I'm about to buy Play-Doh. Fuck this.
late night scavenging. I'm sorry, you got me mind blown. Sorry. You said I'm about to buy some Play. It just threw me off. I didn't know you was about to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Play-Doh's fun.
Why haven't I done that?
Exactly, it's fun, especially when you just high. And you're just like, I'm gonna make a flower. It's good.
That's the best like genuine like explanation of that. It's like the understanding that you have is so perfect. Just like when you high, just like I'll make a flower.
Hell yeah!
You start making
Why
a
not?
flower.
And we got Panera, and they're in there tonight, which is fun. And then next week, what is it? It's a late night pop-up shop for any of the 757 vendors, and then after that is a Suffolk scavenger hunt next Saturday at night. Yeah,
it's like it spreads beyond the shop. You go around.
Yeah, for that one.
Okay, I have two things. Two questions.
Yes.
One, are you from Suffolk? 'Cause I'm trying to figure out why this store is in Suffolk. Really?
You want me to answer that right now? You want to ask the second one too?
I'll answer right now.
Okay, so Suffolk. I'm originally from Cleveland, but military brat, so we just been jumping.
Let's go.
But Virginia most of my life, been like in Arlington, Haymarket, Manassas, all that stuff. But I came down here for school, which I just graduated from a few months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yo, I did not expect that. You are on
On point.
Ethan,
You're getting a raise.
Hell yeah, I was about to say that. You need
Yeah.
a raise. You know what you need? If you was at Growf? Weed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give this man an ounce.
Some weed, some food, everything.
Something, man.
And when you inevitably don't use it at all, I'm right here, friendo. I'm right here.
But Suffolk, I was looking at Norfolk and Virginia Beach first, but I felt like with everything that's going on right now, there's literally like a 20-year plan to redo everything. There's a casino going, and people are only in Virginia Beach for like tourism during the summer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gentrification going around downtown Norfolk. I just didn't want to like be part of the hype and then go all the way back down. So I wanted somewhere that people didn't really talk about too much, because this is going to sound a little selfish, but I wanted you, whenever you thought of Growf, I wanted you to think of Suffolk, or whenever you thought of Suffolk, I wanted you to think of Growf, like instant connection. Be like, oh yeah, I'm going out to Suffolk. Yeah, that's where Growf is. I'm going to Suffolk. I'm going to.
I guarantee you
Suffolk.
it already happens. I
Yep.
guarantee you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I did. And then on top of that, Suffolk is so much cheaper. So
That's
much.
what I
This
would have.
place is so
That was my
big.
first guess. Is like,
So
like
much
just
cheaper.
going to Virginia Beach. Like, yeah, maybe there's more people, but like there's also kind of not. And Suffolk is so much cheaper.
Hell yeah.
It's not that far.
It's really, people say,
People
oh, so
want it, don't go.
far. It's really 30 minutes
Yeah.
to get anywhere in the 7.5, maybe 45 with traffic. But it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then when you make something that people love, people will travel. Literally the first day that we opened, we had a couple from Philadelphia, and they came in like gowns, like literally like not a tux, but like a suit. And she had a nice dress on and heels. Like people really love us. So
Wow.
we love it.
What was your second
Second question. So how is working with other businesses being sort of like essentially what I assume will be a cannabis company, just because the cannabis industry has been so
Yeah.
I don't know if underground is the word I want to use, but just sort of like not seen as like a legitimate business for so long. Is like, how does that,
Yeah.
because like you say you work with Panera, and so like how do you just like approach Panera as like, I'm a cannabis company,
Yeah.
give me food please?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
maybe I didn't word it right. We just got it catered.
Oh well, I mean, it's still, you work, but still,
But we
like
still-
the plan is to
yeah.
work with other businesses.
Oh yeah,
so
most
like,
definitely. So we have, well, cool thing, kind of jumping back to my employees. Several of them have their own businesses as well. So I wanted to showcase that in the store. So as long as it somewhat ties to Growf, if you can tie it back to Growf, then you can have your products in the store. We only take 10%, and they keep the 90%. So
Whoa.
we have a person who does jewelry. So she does like little pineapple charms and stuff like that for bracelets, rings, earrings, necklaces. We have somebody who does like herbal soaps and like cosmetics. Then we have another one who's in the cosmetics industry, but she focuses on like her lip glosses and like lotions and things like that. And then we have somebody who does tinctures, and then I will be putting my Keef seasoning blends in there soon too. So
That's
yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
That's such a like awesome opportunity for those people, because they're obviously getting an employment that they're stoked on, and that they can like have an opinion and grow with, but they're growth with.
Yeah.
But they also no, I hate myself. They also they can also have their own businesses that clearly they're starting to work on.
Yeah.
And like it can't be understated how valuable the opportunity to like basically jump on the back of like a storefront that's already popular.
Yeah.
And have their product showcased.
It's amazing.
That's huge.
Online and in store. And
It's
I know-
online as well.
Yeah. We showcase online first.
Do you assist with the shipping?
Yeah, we cover everything. Like
I'm
literally,
blo-
they
I'm
get
blown
90%. Yeah.
I'm blown away. So you're covering all the upfront costs of everything that comes after the product is created.
Yeah, they just bring the product in. I'm like, all right, put it on the site.
okay, hold on real quick. How does it feel to be like a baron of industry?
What you mean?
Like the fucking Andrew Carnegie.
Oh, don't
you know,
do
what
that.
you're doing,
You
you know
gonna
what I'm
make me
saying?
blush.
How does that feel?
It feels,
To like,
oof. I guess it hasn't hit me yet because I know what
I mean, it's super fresh.
Yeah, very, very fresh. And so it hasn't, I know how hard I work. I know that I'm like damn near a perfectionist. I know how like the company is going to end up. And so I haven't really reached that yet. So I don't know how it feels. When I get to that point, I'll let you know though. I don't know.
I understand.
I don't
that.
have no feeling towards it.
I've had absolutely nothing even like remotely as successful as anything that you're making, but everything that I do work towards, like whenever I get asked like questions about like how does it feel to like have this like cool thing happen or whatever, I'm always just like, I don't know. I
don't know yet.
I want more of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that's just the start. Mm-hmm. So I fully understand that like, mindset to have.
Literally just the beginning.
Yeah.
If there was something, I imagine that, like, you know, again, being a titan of industry is very very mentally taxing and stuff. I was just wondering if there was anything that you've learned about just keeping your mind right with, you know, running a business. I feel, because I mean, like you said, what is it? Businesses take around 5, maybe 10 years to be profitable.
About 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, how do you keep yourself, you know, like going? I mean, I guess you never really had that problem because it was just instantly.
I mean, the money was up front, but then again, people like, wow, you're so rich. I'm like, don't forget I had to put a down payment on a building. I had to do $30,000 in renovation because it was a shell. It was nothing. I have to do payroll. I have to do taxes. I have to do insurance. Like, it's so much money to run a business. People don't like, to be transparent, like payroll is $10,000 for the people that I have right now, and that's per month. And people don't even realize that that's with taxes and compensation. Like, that's what everything that's in it. So it's a lot. It's really about balance, and just don't give up, because there's gonna be some hard days. And I love the team because I'll literally come in like my sweats and a t-shirt, and I'll be crying. I'm like, I don't know how we gonna make it. Boom, guys, like, oh, well, we just got an order for like 3,200 papers from this. I'm over exaggerating, but like from this store, so we good, we're fine. So it just always happens to work out for us.
You're not exaggerating. And so the reason I know you're not exaggerating, I follow you on Twitter, and I saw you post. I assume it's you that runs your social media too, because of course. You got an order for like, what was it?
15,000.
15,000 papers.
Yeah, we still working on it. We're going to try to get a manufacturer. That's what we've been trying to do. Like, that would literally cut so much cost and help us move to phase 2 of what we're trying to do. But the manufacturers that are here in the U.S., we've tried one already. They can't get it right. It doesn't even come close or look like our paper. It's still slow burn, but not as slow burning. But it's just like, I don't know.
The quality control isn't there?
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't even, it's cool. It's just not our papers. It's not what we want. So yeah, we're trying to really get that. So that's going to be the only way we really going to get that 15, because that's a lot.
Yeah, no
that's
kidding.
That's a lot.
That's a ridiculous number.
A lot.
For one order. And you have every other order going on, like you have smaller order, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
but they're going to help us, they say. So we're all working together right now to try to find unfortunately, an overseas manufacturer to see. And when we do, I'm flying out there because I need to make sure everything is ethical and that it's good and that it's safe, because I can't push out products if I don't know where it's coming from, who's touching it, where it's coming. Yeah, I can't do that. So, yeah.
My stand keeps squeaking. I love it so much.
But no, like, what do you, just back and forth. What do you, so like, what have you been doing to like sort of, I guess, keep your stress like down? Because
I'm super stressed right now. Everybody's like, how are you? Stressed but blessed. What he said. You hear what he said?
That's facts.
Now that's Growf.
That's Growf right there.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I had to fit it in.
Just like the script. All right. Let's
go. I love it.
But balance, really. It's hard right now because it's like I had to, at the time it was like school, going through a divorce, finding a car, and getting a house, opening a business, hiring people. Like, literally all that was going on at the same time when the business like literally skyrocketed. And I'm still feeling some of the after effects of that. Food, weed, good company, and rest. Lots of water. That's all I can say, because I'm still trying to figure it out.
I feel like the opportunity of success is a huge like mental thing to keep going too. Like, knowing that what you're doing is working to an extent, and knowing that like it's like, yeah, of course it sucks. Of course you would like a day off, but I imagine you're also somebody who like taking a day off is just as if not more stressful, because you're like not there doing a thing.
Yes.
I feel the exact same way.
Yes.
Every time that I'm like not actively working towards something, I'm like, what am I doing? The complacency is just something I can't relate to.
Exactly.
So like, it's exhausting and it's mentally like not good, but it's also eventually you're going to lead yourself to a position where like you're going to have one day, however many years from now, where you're going to be like, whoa,
yeah,
I have an empire. Look at everything that's beneath me now. Maybe I could rest for a minute.
Yeah.
And like go on like a 2-month vacation.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right?
I like that.
Just go ahead and take 2 months off, and you're gonna stress the entire time, but it's gonna be great. Doesn't matter.
I mean, I've taken little mini vacations. The longest vacation I've taken so far, because I was like really stressed, is I went to Spain for about 10 days.
Okay.
That was great. That was in July. And it was really scary because I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the first time that my team's going to be running stuff without me. I'm literally going to be across the world, but they did it. And it's crazy. Like every time they see me in there, they're like, why are you here? Why are you cutting papers? You're literally paying, you're wasting your money. You're paying us to do this. Go home. Like go do admin stuff. So they're constantly saying that. And like I remember one time I was in there at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And one of them actually came in and they're like, I'm going to spray this shit out you with some water. I need to get like a water bottle or something, like a spray bottle. Why are you here? Yeah. I'm like, it feels nice. I've cut some papers. I haven't done that in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you just got to stay busy.
Hell yeah, all the time.
So there's some nitty gritty questions that I have.
Okay.
Feel free to say I'm not comfortable talking about it. But I'm curious about how, as the business owner, rapidly having to hire people, how you structured that when it comes to pay, benefits, PTO, any of that kind of stuff. Whenever you were like, how do I be as formal and be as reasonable as possible, but not be like, I don't know, just come and go as you please. You know what I mean? Like finding that balance.
So my mom has been in HR for over 20 years. So I kind of had like a little bit of knowledge when it came to payroll and things like that. And if not, I always quick call to her. It was kind of just, I winged it. I was like, well, let me see how much minimum wage is right now. So when everybody joined, it was first just minimum wage until we got in the shop. And now everybody's at, well, the base is $9.50. And then as far as like how much I kind of increase for the managers and assistant managers, it just, in my head, I kind of asked them like how much, like what's your cost of living? And I kind of calculated from a few things and I just did the best that I could because a lot of businesses fail within the first 1 to 2 years because payroll costs will eat you alive. And there's been multiple times where I've had to dig into my savings and things like that just to cover payroll, but now we're good. But it's just winging it, to be honest.
Yeah, and just like having open-ended conversations with
Hell
people.
yeah. I tell them all the time because, I mean, there's a few employees that have stepped because pay wasn't enough for their lifestyle, which is completely understandable. As a business owner, there's certain things that I can't do with the amount of hours that everybody's working. Like I said, even right now, it's already $10,000 a month. So I can only go so far besides like trying to eat up all of our costs. Yeah. But I try to keep it very transparent with them. I'll tell them like, hey, you're wondering why pay is like this? Well, here's what I just paid for. I had to pay for the insurance. That was $300. I had to pay for this. That was this. That was this. And I try to really have open-ended conversations with them. And we also all split our tips. Customers leave us a lot of tips. So in between every other month that we do like a group activity, they'll get bonuses and things like that. Or sometimes to fill in, like I might, if I see I'm working with somebody like, hey, you hungry? Yeah. Oh, here's $15. Go get lunch on me. Like just things like that. I just try my best.
Shit that will never happen in
any of our corporate lives.
Right, our corporate lives. I would
like that's it's dumb, but I feel like I would take such a significant pay cut for that type of environment. Yeah, which like really that'd be irresponsible.
Where I'd be like stoked to go to work every day.
Hell yeah, they are.
You go to work and it's like you're having fun. You're surrounded by stuff you care about, and then you have like management and the owner and everything that comes in. It's just like, hey, I got pizza. What's up? Like, it's cool. Yeah. Just like that. Instead of like, I need you back in exactly this amount of time. Take your lunch. I'm not paying for shit. Like, figure it out.
They all run themselves. They'll be like, sometimes I'll fill in and I'll fill in for a spot if somebody can't come in and they'll just be walking out like, where you going? Lunch? All right. Bye. Yeah. Like we are literally, it's fine. It's cool. We all work together.
That transparency is also like, I mean, it's what people would expect from a startup. Mm-hmm. All of the issues of like, issues is a wrong word probably, but like just having such a structured pay right now, like that's how that has to work. But it's a startup. It's like, understand what's happening. Mm-hmm. You already had this much exponential growth. Yeah. Growth. Eventually could have another huge boost.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, we need to expand. It's like, hey, you've been here from the beginning. Like, remember, like, I remember that. Yeah. That's the stuff that I always, like, I think about whenever I'm working on other stuff is just, like, just knowing that, like, hey, if this has an opportunity to eventually become something really big, I want to be at the ground floor if I can, like be there from the beginning. So
we already have talked about that as a team as well. So they already know their positions once we like really step it up. Like one of them's already going to be the manager at the dispensaries or head of the dispensaries. Another one's going to be in charge of the herbal bars and shops and the floral shops. And another one's going to be my COO. So she's going to be helping open up all the different things that we're planning to do over the next few years. So everybody already, they know what's up. And it's crazy because there'll be times where it's like, hey, I can't pay y'all today. Y'all got to wait another 3 days. They're like, it's cool. We fine. it's cool. We already know what it is. Like we all going up. So yeah.
Have you had any opportunity to speak with somebody, come in, anything like that, of like a celebrity stature?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not on social media.
Who retweeted us? Carlos. He's a comedian.
Carlos Miller?
Yeah, he retweeted.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he retweeted him, and then a few other like activist, like the people who are verified. So I'm pretty sure they're like I think one of them's an activist, one is an author. But I mean that they were retweeting during our booth, so I'm pretty sure it just all
it all
helped.
worked together.
But yeah, I don't think he's ever tried it. But it was, when was it? I think it was around Christmas time or something like that. I don't know. He was like, drop a black business, and I dropped one, and he retweeted it, and he was like,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is dope. And I was like, yeah, it is.
So now in the rise of weed becoming legal in Virginia,
Fuck yeah.
and knowing that you just started, so I'm trying to get the timing right. When did that even get announced that was like a bill or
Like
a law?
February or
Was it 2020?
Well, they were talking about it. They were like, "Oh, it's going to be legalized in 2024." But then they
They were like,
boosted
LOL,
it.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they're like actually like 2-3 months from now. I was like, "Oh shit!"
But isn't it not until 2024 that it can be sold
in stores. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life, because it's like you can have it on your person, but you can't buy it, you can't sell it, you can't gift it. You can have
Really? You
plants.
can't gift it?
No.
I thought that was...
That was a loophole everybody talked about. Was like gifting.
No, gifting as like a retailer or anything.
Okay,
like that.
yeah.
But I can't gift it and then you give me something in exchange for it, whether that's a burger, $20 or whatever. Like,
Okay.
It literally has to be, this is yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like you can grow plants, but then I think there's a subsection in there where you can't buy seeds. So I'm like, okay, well, please tell me who's handing out free weed and free seeds, because I need all that right now. So yeah.
That system makes no sense at all.
Dumb.
But so with that, obviously 2024 a little ways away, but how do you view that? Or do you have stuff that you're already planning on? Just the moment it's possible, it's like we're dumping everything into it.
We live. So one of my favorite things that me and my team are working on is our themed dispensaries. I cannot stand going to a dispensary in California and it looking like a dispensary in New York. It's very standard. Everything's behind a glass. You have these. It's just, no. Yeah. I don't like that. It needs to be an experience, because weed itself is an experience. So I'm not going to name all the different themed ones, but for example, when I say themed dispensary, like you might walk into a dispensary and it looks like an art museum. So it has like the weed sculptures that we have and like the pictures of the different strains, and you go to the info desk and be like, I really like that Gorilla Glue sculpture. Can I get some? All right.
Wow.
You know, it's really making it an experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. Stuff like that.
I keep getting like blown away.
For me, it's always been like
ideas.
It's always been like I text like 10 people because none of them never text back or don't have what you want, and then you meet wherever it is, and then it's just here you go.
Yep.
The idea of going to somewhere where like the museum thing you just said, I don't know what I would do.
What you mean?
Like that's just so fucking cool.
Yeah,
I feel like I would spend more time just looking at it than actually buying it.
That's what I'm saying. I really want it to be an experience.
There's another aspect of that I think is super important, which is the fact that like if you're somebody who doesn't smoke or isn't interested in any of that, but you have friends that are, and they're like, we're going to go to this dispensary, but it's an experience. We're going to go see all this stuff. You'll go too.
Hell yeah.
Like I've been to Seattle a couple times in the past couple of years, and I've gone to like dispensaries out there, and it is very much just like a shop. It just is a normal shop. And I'm somebody who, and I got questions about this too, like probably for what I should do, but I'm like, I didn't smoke at all for a very long time. I've just recently like dabbled a couple of times, and I'm interested in one, just like the fact that the store would be so much cooler. Yeah. As somebody who wouldn't smoke, and then I don't not that it would like pressure people to want to smoke, but I feel like it's more interest, and it makes it look less like a
crime.
Or like a chemical or something. It's just like, no, this is beautiful. It's like, look at all this really cool shit that comes out of it, more or less. It's just like putting it on a pedestal as opposed to just like behind glass.
Yeah.
I feel like that is really cool.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Now I'm curious about your expertise. For me, I'm going to ask some like questions about what I should do. Okay. As again, somebody I've barely dabbled at all in weed or anything of that, like of smoking anything. So I'm gonna look for a diagnosis here.
Okay.
I got back problems.
Oh, shit.
And I got sleep problems.
Brr.
What would
Ad
you
libs for
recommend
days.
to somebody like me? Whether it be I'll leave it completely
Right.
open ended.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, weed is always good.
Okay.
I'm just start there. But
Solid.
specifically, when people actually come into the store and they say things like that, like I have back problems or I have a headache or UTI or I have really bad cramps, anything like that, I actually have 2 people, but one of them is my main shmee and she's our front house manager. She specializes in everything herbal. She knows way more than I do. Like I can just give the basics, like lavender helps with flavor and like relaxation and roses for aphrodisiac. I only know like real basic stuff.
Yeah.
But if you come into the shop, she would take care of that. So I don't want to give you the wrong answer, but
That-
I have
that's totally
somebody
fair.
that literally, she'd be like, back problems, got you. Herb, da 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 da. You want it as a tea or you want to smoke it? Okay, both, cool. And she just mixes
Okay.
it. It's very
And
on the spot.
are those the 2 main forms that it would be either in a smokable form or in a tea?
Well, since herbs are so versatile,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna come in a glass and you can literally smoke it, use it as a tea or a bath soak. It's all the same
You can
thing.
soak in it.
Yeah, so like if you seep it, let's say somebody has like really bad cramps, we have a herbal blend called Period. So let me get my words right. So you can like take it in like a tea bag or a tea ball, seep it, and then you take the brew and you put it in your bathtub and you sit in it, and it helps. I remember the first time I told one of my employees to do that. She's like, okay, because she wasn't a smoker at the time. She did that. She's like, girl, my period stopped. I was like, what? Damn. And that was before I hired my shmee, my herbal person. Like in the beginning, I was like, I just want to research herbs and give the most basic ones. One for menstrual cramps, one's for relaxation, and then one for mood elevation. So the first initial 3 lines of herbal blends and herbal prevos was me. Everything else is her expertise.
There's so much detail and finite like information, like it's like specific things work in specific ways. It's so interesting to me because for so long it was just like we just like you get high.
Hell yeah.
And I have like a history of prescription pills from when I was younger, and I hated it.
Yeah.
And that's I feel like been part of my issue is like I'm looking for like a more intense high, and maybe that's not really what it is that I need or what it should be doing.
Right.
So like I just experimenting in this world has been really interesting, and I've had people, including doctors, like quietly be like, just smoke a little bit of probably help, like
hell yeah.
And so just like I'm trying to figure out that world more or less. I definitely do want to come into the shop. And,
Hell yeah, you're gonna love
and learn about that stuff. I've been wanting to. I've just been so busy. I haven't been able to get out there.
I understand.
But like watching the video online, the shop was so cool.
Thank you.
Such a big fan of the layout and everything. So
Yeah.
I could just expect to walk in and be like, this is what I'm looking for. What are the different ways that I can bathe in it, I can smoke it, put it in tea. Are there oils?
Well, we can suggest or tell you how to do like tinctures for that blend, but yeah, we do have CBD oils, and then the herb, Shmi, my herb manager, she makes her own tinctures, which is like the droplets, and she has them in the store, so she can help you with all that.
Whoa.
You have nothing to do tomorrow, so.
And we're
I mean,
open
you're not wrong.
12 to 8. Well, actually 12 to 1.
Isn't there an event going on tomorrow? Too?
Well, yes, ladies' night tomorrow.
But so as long as I go during the day, I'm good.
Yeah, 12 to 8, we live.
Okay,
Yeah.
12 to 8. I absolutely want to go check all that stuff out.
Please.
And so now that you've made it here, you have the idea of like opening up these other shops and stuff. Realistic roadmap. When do you expect to have your next brick and mortar shop open? And do you have like an idea on like, is it another Suffolk shop, or are you looking for?
2024, that'll be a dispensary. Hoping we're going to keep that one in Suffolk too. Then after that, that's when we'll branch out. The goal is to have Herbal Barn Shop be a franchise. So we want to own the first 3. And then after that, we want to start franchising them. So that's the goal for that. And then there's dispensaries we're going to own too. I think the Herbal Barn Shop's going to be the only thing that we franchise. So, but yeah, so we have that, the themed dispensaries, Growf Seed Innovation Center. So we're going to try to go into major cities and like help people understand the cannabis industry a little bit more. So whether you want to be a grower or you want to have your own dispensary or you want to be like a distributor or something like that, like the Innovation Center will be catered towards people who want to be in that industry specifically, as well as have like a community garden to feed people.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then we have a resort like that. All this
resort.
That's gonna be the last motherfucking thing. That's
Resort.
yes. I want a resort centered around cannabis. Like no shit. Like I'm very visual.
I just had a sneeze start coming.
It's
up, and then it
okay.
went away. So now I'm tearing.
I thought you was crying. I was like, damn, is that beautiful?
It's so beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
I'm inspired. But imagine, like I said, I'm very visual, so if I close my eyes, I apologize. But imagine like booking your stay. You and your boo, you go into your room after you check in, and there's already pre-rolled blunts for you for the entire stay that you're there. Cool. Y'all smoke. Now you go downstairs. Of course you got the munchies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go to the restaurant, and you can get your food infused or regular. All right, cool. Y'all ate. Now what is there to do? Different activities like a cooking class, learning how to actually cook with cannabis, or like a glass blowing class. You can go outside to the amphitheater and see who's playing, or the lazy river, or the museum that's in there that talks about the history of cannabis. Like, I really want a resort. I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about it. I really want a resort. So that's my
this
goal.
sounds like the coolest fucking thing I've ever
would be
heard.
dope. Pun intended.
It's so.
Oh my god.
Hell fucking yeah.
It's always surrounded by
Love a good
alcohol. It's always alcohol, and it's annoying.
Yes.
I think this is
Ugh.
infinitely better. I'm
Yes.
such a bigger fan of weed and any of that stuff more than alcohol.
Hell yeah.
Like and the idea of not only using it as like obviously a business venture, but using it as an opportunity to teach other people the expertise and like be like, this is why this is cool. This is why you can get into it on your own level.
Yeah.
There's not enough of that.
Yeah.
There's definitely nowhere near enough of that. Because, like, here I am, somebody who's, like, kind of interested. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
So having that kind of an opportunity, like, hey, just, like, go to that resort for, like... Well, so is this a stationary resort? Or are you, like, talking about, like, on, like, a cruise ship type of deal? Is that, like, a little far out?
We have talked, me and my team have talked about, like, different, like, boats, parties and growth things with boats, but stationary right now. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to go on a cruise. Never
Hell
done
yeah.
it. There's a cruise called Parahoy that went. I don't think they've done it for many years. If you're familiar with the band Paramore, they had a cruise where they would like perform and they would have all these like, classes. And oh, dude, it was so.
It was
cool.
a real thing. He was like, "Yup."
It was like a Caribbean cruise. They would go for like 5 or 7 days or something, and Paramore would perform along with other bands. There would be a tattoo, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a convention center type thing where you can go and like there's people with they're doing tattoos more or less. There'd be like art competitions and singing stuff, and like Paramore would go, and I got a sneeze coming again. Paramore would go and like judge a bunch of stuff. Is it gonna happen? I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna fight it off. Paramore was so it was this whole thing, and it really interested me because I feel like most cruises, there's the word I was looking for, are based around like most people are just like, I'm gonna go get drunk.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna buy the alcohol thing and just get drunk the whole time.
Yep.
And I hate that. So as a musician, being interested in the Paramore one, as somebody who would be interested in like in weed and all that other stuff, this sounds like such a cool idea. Whether it's on a boat or not. Like,
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
I have a question about like the what'd you call it, the innovation center.
Hell yeah.
It's killing me, dude.
So currently, when I think of like a dispensary owner, it's always like some white dude, probably from like Boulder.
Yep. Colorado.
Yep.
That's where let's start.
Yeah. And it's just like, I mean, this is cool that this is a thing. However, I'm pretty sure everyone in this room either knows someone or knows someone that has been arrested for weed, been harassed for like, getting into, weed ages ago. Right. And now this is a $1 billion industry.
Hell yeah.
And pretty much almost everyone I see is, like I said, a white dude from Boulder. So one, how does it feel to be the first black woman that I know of, at least, that just fucking runs the game in her own like backyard? Because that has to feel fucking cool.
It does feel cool. I think I don't want to say this, but I really think I am, based on my research, the only black female rolling paper company that's like official. So yeah, I like that. I like that.
That's so fucking cool. And so like when you go to the innovation center, I mean, the idea is to get anyone into it that wants to be a part of it, correct? But have you put any thought into, leaning more of that resource towards people of color?
Of course. That's why Okay,
Is that where?
Hell yeah, I'm trying to be in like Detroit, Chicago, Compton, major cities. Yeah, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Offer the
Hell yeah.
opportunity.
DC. Yeah,
Not only is that uplifting, but it's also smart business wise.
yeah.
Because like there's a culture of weed and all sorts of stuff, and like there's a huge culture in weed everywhere at this point. I'm
Hell
learning.
yeah.
I didn't know at all.
People have been getting high off of everything for centuries.
Yep.
Millennium, really.
For sure, most definitely.
Yeah, I can't wait to start like figuring it out, and I hope it's gonna be something that I can start to understand and figure out like my method
Yes.
of being able to sleep better, having my back problems gone, because I really do view it as a medicinal thing.
It is.
And that's how I want to utilize it exclusively. And so just like being able to something that I can do like before bed is 100% my goal.
Love it.
I need a better bath,
Yes.
but that would be really cool, honestly.
Oh, one other
sweet.
question I had. I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
So when I talk to like friends of mine that are like women and stuff, and they like describe like the buying process of them getting weed, it I'll say around 7-ish times out of 10, it gets really weird, just because it's a very weird process. Like I said, it's very sort of impersonal.
Yep.
Niggas wild all the time. That's
All the
just
time.
That's just a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Do you find that like women trust like you and this
Hell
store?
yeah, we have a
like way.
Yes.
Is that like a noticeable thing for you?
Yes, a lot. Hell yeah, all the time. Out of my team, there's only 2 guys that
Really?
work with me. Yeah, the rest are all females.
Oh, please don't be me. Don't be me. Don't be
Whose
me.
phone is ringing? Are we done?
That's wild.
Nope.
No. Okay.
All right. So
That's a first. Really?
for real though?
Really? I love it.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
Nah.
I love it. Never happened.
That's crazy.
Well, that's a first. That's staying in. We're not cutting the audio. We're not cutting any of that. Fabian, leave that.
Oh my. God.
Continue, Tyler.
But no, like
Yeah.
that is a noticeable thing for you, right? That just women
Yeah.
totally trust like what you do and what you
At
have way more.
At least 70% of our customers are women.
Really?
Yeah.
I totally expected to still be a mostly male clientele.
Nope.
Right.
We love it. A lot of the males, until they try our papers, are like, "Oh, I'm sticking to the backwoods and the swishers." I'm
Why
like,
would you?
"Bro,
No, it hurt. Why would you do that?
It's
It
so
doesn't
hard.
taste good.
I
It
want
is
that.
so hard."
I refer to it as science weed. I want that science stuff. I want that like
Hell
well
yeah.
curated, not like somebody like some random dude in a backyard just like threw something together.
That's
Like
what
I
I'm saying.
love, and that's actually honestly that's a really good observation too. Like it absolutely has always been, because it's like it's been illegal and it's been this like backdoor thing.
Hell
that
yeah.
It's like you got to call up this random dude or whatever and meet on the street or meet in this random spot. And it absolutely is sketchy, especially for women. So
Yeah.
that's like having just like a store. You can
Yeah.
go in. And not only that, but then you see like, it's like 80% women here right now. That's,
Hell yeah.
you're just immediately safe and you can ask any questions you want and not feel like it's going to be weird.
Our environment is so loving. And like I said, the 2 guys, one of them's my brother, and then one of them is an assistant manager. His name's Isaac, and my brother's name's Kevin. But we're all on the same frequency. So no matter what, everybody always feels like welcome and bubbly. And like every time you step in a Growf, the first thing you hear is, "Hi, welcome to Growf." That's it. So
I feel like I would love that way more. I'm sorry, did I cut someone off?
Sorry about that. But I will say,
Steven's first time on the podcast. Hello, Steven.
we laugh.
We live. We're here. As a resident, second pothead here, or third, I guess. Niggas preferring backwoods and papers is just like niggas hyping up Hennessy.
Exactly. Or now Casamigos. It's the same.
It's not good.
It's not.
It's not good. Don't
It's
do
really
that.
not. And the thing is, like, I'll go to kickbacks and sessions and stuff now and then. I'll bring my stuff, but obviously I'm not going to turn down something that's already rolled. And, like, my cough now is crazy whenever I'm smoking anything else other than Growf, because my thing is our papers are so smooth. Like, people are pulling, and they're pulling so hard. I'm like, relax. They're like, it doesn't even feel like I'm, and as they're talking and they're seeing all the smoke, they're like, oh, shit, it didn't even feel like I was pulling. I was like, because it's way smoother than what the fuck y'all got going on. We don't know no GABA. We don't need no tobacco products. Like, shit is so whack. It's so whack. And then people, this is this is the part that gets me like, is pineapple safe to smoke, nigga? I know you're not asking me when you have a 600 chemical piece of paper in your hand right now, known to prove and like cause lung cancer and death, my nigga. What is you asking me? I hate that shit.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And then people are like, but what about the natural sugars? There was actually a study done. I forgot what university, but I was talking about it on my TikTok. When it comes to, they did a study for like lung infections and then inhaling sugars. And the people that were actually inhaling natural sugars from like fruit and stuff healed their lung infection. So that's all I need. Now that's growth.
That's growth right there.
Yeah, we lie. So, yeah.
So much.
Was there anything, probably a good spot to wrap everything up. Was there anything that you came here wanting to talk about that we didn't hit on, or any questions for us? Do you want to plug anything besides obviously Growf, but other socials?
Hell yeah. Follow us on Growf, and that's going to be True Growth, TrueGrowf, and that's on our Twitter, our Facebook, and our Instagram, and our website too. So all True Growth.
Oh yeah.
Real
Ethan,
quick, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Ethan, can you just switch the screen real quick to the other one? Where's Ethan? Ethan, were you? I'm looking at you. Oh, okay. You were looking a different direction. There we go.
Yeah. F.
Growth. I just wanted to. I wanted that to be as prominent as possible, so everybody knows it's with an F.
Yes, because people are saying SF.
Yeah, Growf.
Yeah.
Say it right.
People say Growf. No,
Did people really say Growf?
I'm not trying to be mean, but it's always the white people.
Oh,
This is
I'm
so
sure.
lovely. This is Growf. No.
No,
But all the
talk
black
your
people are like,
shit.
oh yeah,
I
this
love
Growf. Hell yeah. They already know what it is.
As the singular resident white person, I can completely
We would never let you do something that dumb, Kate.
well, yeah, I've learned, but like I can definitely say that that's absolutely true.
All the time. And like I remember one time
Hey guys.
somebody came in and they asked if we had some gas on us. I was like, are you 12? She was a white lady. I was like, are you 12? She's like, I'm 34. I'm like, no, are you the cops? 12, are you 12? She did not understand what I was saying.
Oh my God.
All the black people in line was like, oh shit.
I'm 34.
I was like, are you 12? Because I'm like, why are you asking these questions? And she was just like, 34. Silly, you want my ID? I'm like, oh my God. I remember what I was talking
That is the most precious white woman moment I've heard in a very long time.
about. Silly.
I love it. I
was
love
great.
it so much.
Oh, and I'm sorry, real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Is there anything that I know you talked about it before, but like, do you have socials of like your employees that like sell things in your store that you would also like to?
I'll have to go on my phone right quick so I can shout them out for sure.
We can also probably put.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
no, I guess we can't.
You-
Never mind. I'll ignore what I was about to say.
It's gonna take me like 2 seconds.
All
You
good.
can ask one more question while I pull it up if you like.
Ethan, what did you have for dinner this week?
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna just
trap card.
Yeah. You answer the question
Why do I have to answer the question?
because you ask it every week, so now you get to answer it.
I scarfed down a Chipotle burrito. In fact, half of it's like still in front of me. That was tonight.
I saw you eating it while we were talking too. I'm super jealous. I can't wait to eat after this.
Last night I had a couple Beyond sausages.
Okay.
That was pretty rad.
Okay.
And truthfully, Monday and Tuesday I couldn't tell you.
Okay. It'd be like that.
Yeah, I never remember.
Yeah.
I can tell you that means it probably wasn't very good.
Well, for our lip gloss individual, her name is Ayana Shorter. Her business page is going to be Conscious Commodity. And like I said, she has lip glosses. She'll have like different foams for like your body and everything like that too. I don't know if y'all can see that, but if y'all zoom in, yeah, we live. That's her page. And then my girl who does the soaps and stuff, it's called Royal T. I love it because her name's T. Yeah, so Royal
awesome.
T Cosmetics. That's royal dot the letter T and then cosmetics. She has her page.
There's
and
so
everything
many-
like that.
So many good puns. In
Yeah,
this.
Oh, yeah,
royalty.
they get
Her
that
name
from-
is
they get
T.
that from
Royal.
me.
It's T. Whoa.
Hell yeah.
That some names are a slam dunk. That's one of them. That's a slam dunk of a name.
I love it. And then SBT Canvas. So she's this is the one who does like all the jewelry and stuff like that. Her name is Takenya. And you can follow her page. That's sbt.canvas with an S. So make sure it's plural. And yeah, as far as my page, I don't have anything yet, but y'all can always follow me. It's going to be JNYBRWN. It's Janay Brown, but without the vowels in it. And I'm a fun person. I think I post pretty cool stuff. So y'all can follow me on that too.
Dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
being here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll you can I love making him press the button to start the song instead of like letting it happen naturally. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Later, y'all.
Bye. What?
You rock with the song?
Yeah. Oh, I can freestyle.
Fuck,
You gotta give
know
me.
what?
You gotta give me.
No.
some-
Let's do
Keep it
that.
rolling.
No,
Keep it
let's
rolling.
go.
You gotta give
Let's
me.
go.
You gotta
Let's
give
get
me a
those cameras
topic.
back on.
You don't understand.
You gotta give me a topic.
When we have like podcasts that's just us, we always start just randomly freestyle. That's how we start.
all of us. We just spit nothing.
So Ethan, drop a beat, dog.
We're doing this?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Why not? Or any beat? Now he
Well, let the
YouTube
song
a
keep
beat.
playing. I love this. I can't wait for people to think it's ending, and then like it's like the
Oh, when I
end
spit
credit
in and I
scene.
get it.
Yeah, it's like the end credit scene for like a Marvel movie. It's
Hell
like
yeah.
everybody, hey, everybody who's still here, y'all are real. Y'all the real ones.
Hell fucking yeah!
You're welcome. I can't wait for this.
One sec while we
Make
find a
sure
beat.
this shit,
Oh my God. First Big Tickets Basement, and now this. Look at how far we've all come.
What was
First of all, we're not gonna disrespect
mic
Big
back
Ticket's
on.
fucking basement.
How is that disrespect?
You know how it's disrespect.
No, I don't.
I know how it's disrespect.
Well, enlighten me, Steven.
We're much better than it.
just throw on a Ford F-150 type beat.
What?
Oh,
Casey.
See what happens.
I'm not throwing on a Ford F-150 type beat. I don't even know what that would sound like. I don't
Makes
even
the
want to
bars
experiment.
more tough.
when
One way to
come
find
up.
out.
Wow.
I don't even want to experiment with what come up. I'm okay on that.
Could just throw back on the same song that was already playing. Everybody was vibing with it, so
Nah, fuck that.
He said, "No, we need something harder."
You can just play it.
All right.
It should come through.
Ideally.
don't
We gotta drop the
DMCA
set.
us, please.
You gonna do a little baby type beat?
Don't disrespect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't disrespect me.
Just a lot of
There's
like,
a lot
pirate
riding on
flutes.
this, Steven. Your entire reputation is riding on this right now.
I'm very interested in what type of beat it is,
You pull up some trash.
and I'm walking out.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
it.
gonna be it.
Don't disrespect me like that. First of all, okay. I don't quite appreciate.
Don't
all the
disrespect.
Put on a beat.
Us.
Put on a beat that sounds like this.
It's giving very like 90s.
How very
Put on
Dilla of
Dilla.
you.
That's absolutely his style, which I fuck with.
Yeah.
Put that shit up.
Yeah, turn it up. I'm waiting for a beat drop because I feel like I'm gonna start spitting and then it's gonna change.
What if Freddie Gibbs type beat?
It's too slow.
I want something faster.
Yeah.
You got to put on an instrumental.
Yeah, there's so much vocal in this.
You can do those vocals. Don't be.
Oh, I was about to go.
No, really.
Damn. That's what I feel like.
Is this sped up? Fuck that.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Not this.
No.
Okay. You want me to go first? Or you gonna go first?
Ladies first.
Okay. Hey yo, my name is Janay, and I say hello to you and all your friends who just be shaking it like Jello. I ball in them, I got money just like Carmelo. If it was my court, I play on it like a cello. Yeah, I see you on the stands, dancing with the fellow fans that I made, and they added to some mellow. Hot, like the sun, I'm turning yellow. You know what it is, yo, hello. I can keep going. You gotta give me a topic so I can keep flowing. You gonna say something or you gonna jump in? Everybody knows that I'm the champion. Okay, go.
I lied to everyone. I can't rap at all. That's fucking fire. Holy shit.
Yo, you think that's good? Like, give me topics as I'm rapping. Like, just give me a topic right now. When I
Fucking
play
food.
food.
Yeah.
Oh, we live with this one. I love food. It's real good for you. Everybody knows what it do for you. It's the nutrients for my body. Everybody knows that I'm real hottie. I got like 7 hot sauces in my cabinet. Everybody knows that I gotta have it. I sauce up the fish, the chicken, the fries, Everybody knows that, y'all my God. So look, I ain't gonna lie, I went to McDonald's before this, and everybody knows that they ain't ate the shit. But when you high, ain't gonna lie, it got me real fly. Like, yo, give me the McDouble with some fries and make that extra large. Everybody knows that we are superstars. Everybody knows that we drive cars to the lot. And it's hot, I need my hot ketchup with sauce. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of breath.
This is the most fun Ethan has had with his in his entire life.
If you do not hit,
I'm out of breath. Well, I was losing breath.
Cheer.
I could hear my head going like this.
You're not gonna hit the button.
That was rad.
But yeah, you have
There
to.
it is.
We live. Me and my employees do that all the time. We get high. It's unstoppable when I'm high. But like I be stuttering and thinking when I'm sober a little too much. But it's cool. We like it.
Thank you for.
I'm gonna take this shit off.
You just gave us absolute gold.
Oh, for real?
For what's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
on this podcast.
Now that's Growf.
That's Growf.
That is indeed Growf.
I don't even know how to end it anymore.
Y'all need an explosion.
Oh, you got to be
My
like
shit's
this.
already off.
That's what we do in the store whenever.
Oh, we're still
people
rolling.
Like,
I know.
yeah.
And what's great is the lack of editing that's going to be put on this. So it's just going to be
Authentic
all
growth.
this is going to exist. It's all
Authentic.
authentic.
Is this the blackest podcast y'all have had?
We live.
Oh my God! Yes.
Absolutely.
For shizzle, my nigga.
As the only white person here. Yeah.
Yeah, he said yeah. Wait, did you say yeah or did you say yeah?
I said yeah.
Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah.
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 I can't.
Yeah.
You were there. You
Yeah.
were there, Casey.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing too much.
you're-
No, just
y'all
yeah.
look doing a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, I
Yeah.
lived with him
Yeah.
for a while. Nah, he's not. It's not gonna work. I've known him since second grade. I promise this is gonna be a struggle the entire time.
What?
Try to get him to do the black scent. Yeah,
He just said yeah.
yeah.
Chris one time said I had one. I was like, that's a lot.
That's Chris though.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The black scent?
Yeah, well, no, I do, but like I don't.
Nah, he
You,
You don't think it comes out every now
you
and
picking up what I'm putting down?
I broke him.
Yeah.
then? I love it.
I
Y'all
don't
are
know.
so
I don't know what to say.
Oh
now,
my
so.
goodness!
You just got
We need an explosion soundbite.
Funnest podcast
If you
ever.
are still here,
And we live.
if you are still watching,
we
this,
are live.
I want like
Leave a comment,
Turn the bell.
Yeah.
please.
leave a comment that like. Well, hold on. What could we? Let's give them something to comment. So like we know that they watched. Like say like, tomato.
Tomato.
Just type
Tomato.
tomato in chat. Jesus, I've been watching too many streams. In the comments, and then I don't know. We'll like it.
Yeah.
We'll follow you something. We'll give you a sticker maybe.
Shout out something.
But we probably won't ship it.
Don't guarantee nothing.
I'll ship
It's not
stickers.
gonna follow.
Don't guarantee anything.
We'll see about all that.
A
But
quick thank you reply.
yeah.
That's
Thanks.
better.
We live.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just say we should just
That's the mark.
that's the mark. So
the mark.
Thank you everybody for watching again, and this is actually the end. So later.
Wait a minute.